What's going on, NBA fans? Today we're going to talk briefly about, the most important game, I would say, on the lineup yesterday, Tuesday, October 27, 2015, the opening day for the NBA's 2015-2016 season, which was the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Chicago Bulls. It had to be huge. The president was there, which is why I think it was a conspiracy for the Cavs to lose the game. But that's besides the point. I'm going to go right into the problem that the Cavs are going to have this year. And it's none other than J.R. Smith. And before you guys start saying, yeah, but listen, J.R. Smith at this point in his career should have learned to calm down, because he's not that good of a player that he can just do whatever he wants and everything's. He's not Greg Hardy on the Dallas Cowboys, if you want to put it in relation. Like, you're not just doing whatever you want to do and people are not going to see what's happening. Of course, he was D'ing up. I don't really know how to say his name. Mirotic. I believe that's what his name is. He was D'ing up Mirotic late in the game. Mirotic obviously put a shoulder into him, so he put a shoulder back into him. The play probably shouldn't have been called, but as we know, the refs are going to do whatever they got to do. It's going to be called whichever way they decide to officiate the game. You have to be a professional and deal with it. Now, the ref is clearly looking at him after he calls the foul on him. He's clearly looking at him. Why is this man acting erratic late in the game when he knows that there's a chance of a technical foul? I'm going to tell you why. Because he's a jackass. And he's going to be the problem for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers are so stacked. Their team is so stacked. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Their team, listen to me. I'm going to tell you this right now. That team is so ridiculous. If this same team, Kyrie Irving is still hurt, but if this team healthy played against the Warriors in the finals, I don't think the Warriors are championship winners if that was the case. Either way, I can't take nothing away from the championship guys. You know what I'm saying? They're winners. The Golden State Warriors deserve respect. They went out there. They beat who was in front of them. That's all they can do. They started off yesterday like a bat out of hell. They're not playing games. Steph Curry is a real player in this league. He may repeat as MVP. But getting back to this guy, J.R. Smith, I don't know why they brought him back. I don't understand that. I don't know what, some guys, it was a good play last year for him and Shumpert getting him off the Knicks. I give them that. That was a great play. That was a great steal from the GM. Everything, all that, blah, 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 blah. You saw what he's capable of when he was making those threes in the championship game, doing whatever. But you also saw his bad side. Now, you may argue that his upside is better than his bad side, but I'm going to disagree with you. Because I'm going to tell you that this man, if you look at the games that he's played when he's just been a complete and utter douchebag, it has hurt the Cavaliers extremely worse than when he played well. Just go back and look at the games. And that technical foul, I know it seems small. It's the first game of the season. And you guys probably like, yo, bro, whatever. No. Because you have to be a professional at that point. They called it, fine. Let them get it. All right, let's go. You cannot cost your team so late in the game. And that's my problem with J.R. Smith. He's always been that guy that has cost the team late in the game. Listen, Love came out. He didn't play well. At the end of the game, he's the one that made it close with those threes at the end of the game. Okay, I appreciate that. I understand that. We know we're getting from Love. Love is not going to be a guy that's going to get so irate that he's going to try to, and act like a little baby on the court and cost their team points that they don't need. Will he foul somebody in an inopportune time? Probably. Tristan Thompson did it also. All I'm saying is this. J.R. Smith is too immature for this team they're all in right now. Everybody knows the Cavs is all in right now. He is way too immature to be a part of this team right now. That's all I'm saying. J.R. Smith needs to go. He needs to go away, far, far away into a land like in Labyrinth. He just needs to go away and nobody needs to go get him. Seriously right now. I'm telling you, this guy's going to hurt this team because they're stacked. They got dudes that are playing out their mind. Let's not even talk about Rose. Rose on the other side. I'm going to get to him in a second, but let's just finish with the Cavs. The Cavs are loaded. When Kyrie Irving comes back, this team has a legitimate shot to just cruise in the Eastern Conference right to the NBA Finals, including the playoffs. Listen, I tell you no lies. They have, listen, it's no way possible. And I'm telling you this right now. It's serious business when the president shows up to your game. I think that has something to do with the whole situation of them losing and making, I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like, you're not going to, if I'm LeBron, I'm going to try to miss some shots. I'm not going to really try to beat on the president's team. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to do what's right. I'm not trying to go out there and really win the game. But whatever it is, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. But LeBron is not a great shooter, but he was missing some real questionable shots late in that game. That's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. Paul Gasol treated him like a little kid on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that little guy that's like trying to make a shot, you just walk past it and swat it down. Like, bro, how are you a big man like LeBron James getting dealt with by a guy like Paul Gasol that walks around and people make fun of him saying he's so feminine, and you get Dikembe Mutombo'd, and then you got a midget, aka little person, let's not say midget, let's use little person, trying to inbound the ball at the end of the game, and it gets tipped off and the Bulls win. Great game overall. A lot of good things were going on. Mo Williams he's going to be a big part of this game. I just feel that they need to get rid of J.R. Smith. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I believe that Cleveland is not going to be successful in the long run if they keep J.R. Smith on this team. He will continue to hurt them some way, somehow, when the games matter the most. Now, as far as the Bulls go, Derrick Rose, fresh off of a rape allegation in which he said that she consented to group sex with over 12 guys. He played very well yesterday. He played very, very well. Of course, he had an orbital bone fracture. He's always injured. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, the guy's something's always wrong with him. He's always nicked up. He's not the same Derrick Rose that he was in the past, the MVP Derrick Rose, but he was sufficient yesterday. He made key plays, and he contributed a lot to their team. Hoiberg, the new coach, we have yet to see, because he's benching Noah. He's benching Noah for a guy that I think it makes sense. Mirotic? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Mirotic. Somebody let me know. Or is it Mirotic? Some kind of tick. He's an offensive machine at a very tall height. So it's something that I have to wait to see, because I don't know if you say Joaquin Noah, however you say it. It's very, very hard to replace defense with offense in certain situations, especially when Noah was like, he was like the heart and soul of this team for a long time. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but it looks like it may work based on what I saw yesterday. It has to be something that because it's a scoring league. When you watch Steph Curry come out, that dude, he's something special, man. I'm not gonna talk about that game. I'm just happy for them. This is something I had to get off my chest with J.R. Smith. But I watched some of that. Listen, man, let me tell you something about Steph Curry, man. That man is special. That's a special player. He's a special, special player. Whoever passed up on him in the draft, I know those teams are trying to, put the gun down because they got to put it to their head right fast like that. Steph Curry's a very special player, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe during the season I'll do a commentary on one of his games or something like that, but this is just strictly about J.R. Smith. He needs to be gone. He is the problem for the Cavaliers. And if you're a Cavaliers fan and you don't understand what I'm saying, just wait and see. That team is well oiled. It's ready to go. It's ready to go right now. And that one play right there, like that technical foul is something that specific players do that you don't really want. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point in the game, you don't want that. And if it's LeBron James doing it for a different reason, if he's reacting crazy to something obvious, that's different. But you can't be J.R. Smith on this caliber team doing that, because he's not worth it, in my opinion. It's my opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. I don't know how you feel as Cavs fans or NBA fans or whichever kind of fan you are, but he's been horrible, and he almost cost the team so many times last year. I don't know why they would bring him back. And it really annoyed me, and I had to get it off my chest. Whatever you guys feel about it, let me guys know your insight about what you feel about, opening day in the NBA. Let me know what you guys are thinking about it. Give me all your feedback. Let's see what happens with it. And hopefully we'll continue to every now and again jump into some NBA action, because you guys know, if you've been to my channel, if you're new, these podcasts are available worldwide. iTunes, you can just search the GmiasWorld Podcast, and if you're on Android, the Google Play Store, you can just search the Podcast Source app. All the information is included in the description, and you can easily download over 300 podcasts comedy, sports, whatever is on my mind, I'm gonna give it to you. But I don't usually do NBA. I watch it all the time, but I don't usually do it because there's just so many more teams, and well, not so many more teams, just so many more games. And it's a little bit, it could be overwhelming, but if you guys give good feedback, I can see what I can do about my opinions on certain things. But, you know, for the starter, J.R. Smith needs to go. If you want the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron is mad old, getting injections in his back and all kind of stuff's going on. His hairline is receding to past the back of his neck. The guy's getting older. Guys have to make plays right now. Guys, LeBron doesn't need this. It's more stressful. It's not like his hair is doing it by itself. It's stress from clowns like J.R. Smith. I'm telling you, it doesn't make any sense what this man is doing, and he's been doing it since last year. It does not make any sense for this to continue to go on. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, one love.